अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय.
Yes.
So, welcome to the meeting of ghazals Baba liked. And every week we are enjoying this meeting and discussing various ghazals which Baba liked. And in this series, I have invited Ahinsa Tirpude tonight, and she will be presenting a ghazal. So, Ahinsa ji, are you ready?
Yes, uncle.
Yeah,
Jai
yeah.
Baba.
Yeah, because it's
Am I
too
audible?
late in India. It's Jai Baba. It's too late in India. 10:30, I think. I understand.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But no
So,
issues at all.
yeah, yeah. So, which ghazal you are going to sing?
It's फासले ऐसे भी होंगे.
Yeah, yeah. I know that ghazal. I heard from Ghulam Ali, but I understand you are singing in a different tone, different raga. Am I correct?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, uncle.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
composed by my music guru, Pandit
Uh-huh.
Prabhakar Dhakade.
Very good. Uh-huh.
So
So we
I'm
all know,
presenting.
yeah, we all know Ainsa ji from Aisha. She's Mani Kubala's daughter, and
Jai
she's
Baba ki one and all.
uh, yeah, he's your father, and she's a professor in Nagpur for music. So it is such an honor to listen her. Uh, yeah. So please go ahead.
Yes. Jai Baba to one and all. And thank you, uncle, for giving me this opportunity to present a ghazal in front of uh, all of you and even at the feet of Baba. So I'll be presenting this ghazal at the feet of Baba. Hmm. फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, ये कभी सोचा न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, ये कभी सोचा न था, सामने बैठा था मेरे, सामने बैठा था मेरे, और वो मेरा न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, वो की खुशबू की तरह फैला था मेरे चार सू, वो की वो की खुशबू की तरह फैला था मेरे चार सू, मैं उसे महसूस कर सकता था, छू सकता न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, रात भर पिछली ही आहट कान में आती रही, रात रात भर पिछली ही आहट कान में आती रही, झांक कर देखा गली में कोई भी आया न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, याद करके और भी तकलीफ होती थी अदम, याद याद करके और भी तकलीफ होती थी अदम, भूल जाने के सिवा अब कोई भी चारा न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे, ये कभी सोचा न था, सामने बैठा था मेरे, सामने बैठा था मेरे, और वो मेरा न था, फासले ऐसे भी होंगे। कुल अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Wonderful, wonderful. It's a beautiful ghazal and beautiful meaning. I think Ghulam Ali has sang in a different tone, but I think this is a beautiful tone you sang. And
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. So I will explain the meaning. Rosalie would like to know. So this is differences. See, Fasile, the differences will come to such extent. I never thought. And he was sitting before me, but he was not mine. He was like a fragrance. He was all around me, spread around me. I can feel him, but I could not touch him. Then entire whole night, I was listening some kind of sound. And every time I peeped outside, and there was no one in the on the road. Yeah. And with your beautiful image, I searched entire world, and there was no equivalent like you. And this loneliness, because of separateness from him, and my eyes were blurred. It was not the city which was blurred, but my eyes were blurred. So that's a beautiful ghazal. And yeah, uh, very good, very good. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
please keep
Never.
coming. Please keep coming and
Sure.
enjoy your beautiful voice. Yeah. So,
Thank you, Uncle.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Thank you. See, Rosalie liked that. Yeah. So, yeah, very good. Thank you, Rosalie. And yeah, after this, I would like to sing my ghazal written by my father, Sulu Meshramji. And in 1954, he has printed some 1,000 books. from Baba's directives. And then 800 books he sent to Ahmednagar to Adi Ke Irani. 200 books he gave. The name of the book was Meher Prakash Bhajnawali. And he joined Baba. He first came to Baba in 1938 as a boy. And Baba appreciated his uh, uh, spiritual status. He said that he is fit for the path. Then, since the age of 14, he started doing meditation and then writing songs. Like so, what Meher Baba, it is given in the Lord Meher, and maybe I can read that what he praised Sulu Meshram about his bhakti, his devotion to the Lord. Al, can you?
Yes, and this is from Lord Meher, page 2769, and the title of the page is Sulu and Sudama. Baba took part in kindling the Holi, a Hindu fire festival, on March the 2nd. 2 days later, he left for Rishikesh via Hardwar to contact Must with Gustaji, Badul, and Savat. Before leaving, he remarked to the women, "Life will be like a whirlpool in a few weeks." Baba returned the next evening. A week later, March the 11th, a letter from Sulu Meshram of Nagpur was received and read out. Baba was in a good mood and remarked, "Such devotees and lovers should be worshipped." Baba then joined his own hands together and closed his eyes as if praying, something the Mandali had never seen him do before. He had the letter read out again and observed, "Sulu is greater than me in the sense that he loves me with such deep devotion. He has seen me only once in Panchgani in 1938, and since then been kept far away. Lovers in that respect are truly great. Why did Krishna wash Sudama's feet and drink the water? Because of Sudama's love. He washed not the feet, but the love of Sudama and drank its waters. God always is, was, and ever will be. But the existence of God's great and true lovers like Sudama of Krishna, Sulu, and others now reflects God's true greatness. The greatness of their love is such that it creates faith in the master, whom the poor, ignorant lover does not truly know at all. But because of firm faith, the follower is ready to give up his very life for the master. Isn't that greater than God? God is always greater in his infinity. But if lovers, in spite of their finiteness, rise to give up all, sacrifice their very lives, just for love and faith in their beloved, whose true being they do not know at all, it is indeed greater. That is why God, even in spite of his infinity, bows to the greatness and recognition of the spirit of selflessness that he beholds in the love and faith of his true lovers. God is always there. He was all the time. He will ever be. But it is the greatness of lovers and devotees that they love and adore God and the Guru. Even if you, the Mandali, don't feel anything such as this boy or other devotees have experienced, the very fact that you have given up all and now stay with me and render service solely out of love, although you do not know me, is enough to prove your greatness, which I alone see, know, and appreciate. Jai Baba.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Al. Yeah. So in 1954, he has written a book of ghazals and songs and classical songs. And I am going to sing a song written by him. The meaning of the song is, O Lord Meher, for your worship, I have brought flowers of my heart. I took it in the morning from my heart and offered at your lotus feet. My heart is always painful and my eyes are flowing with tears. Have your glance at me. Why did you made me so mad? Actually, Baba called him mad also. He says, Sulu has become ulum in my love in a few occasions. Yeah. And Baba used to call him that try to retain your consciousness. Don't be like a mazub. Try to retain your consciousness. Be in the world. So, and at one occasion, he told him that when you make a show of your love, it is an insult to me. So that was his, and he used to tease him also a couple of times. So I sing this. Uh, hmm, तेरे पूजन को मेहरबाजीगर का फूल लाया हूँ तेरे पूजन को मेहरबाजीगर का फूल लाया हूँ सबेरे तोड़ कर दिल से सवेरे तोड़ कर दिल से तेरे चरणन में ध्याया हूँ तेरे पूजन को मेहरबान जिगर में दर्द रहता है और बहते आँख में आंसू जिगर में दर्द रहता है और बहते आँख में आंसू जरा तू ख्याल कर मुझ पे दीवाना क्यों बनाया हूँ तेरे पूजन को मेहरबा जिगर का फूल लाया हूँ लगा ले प्रेम अपने से दूर कर काम के बंधन लगा ले प्रेम अपने से दूर कर काम के बंधन बुझा दे आग विषयन की दिल तुझ में लगाया हूँ बुझा दे आग विषयन की ये दिल तुझ में लगाया हूँ शरण आया दास सुन लो तेरे कूचे में मरने को शरण आया दास सुन लो तेरे कूचे में मरने को दफन कर पास में अपने दफन Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. I have requested my daughter to tell something on faith. And actually, my daughter was she was connected with Don Stevens, and she attended some couple meetings also in Paris. And when Don has dropped his body, she went to London and she joined the last ritual also. And she sang the song Ishtiyake Shok. That song she sang there. So it was a nice offering to at his last Wawa song. So Kitty, can you, yeah, please.
Hello, Vijay Baba.
Jai
So,
Baba Kitty.
how are you?
I'm
Who is
good.
this?
I'm good. Ahinsa.
Ahinsa.
Uh-huh,
Hi, nice to
Ahinsa.
meet you. Uncle Al,
Same.
Marcia,
Marcia,
Prakash,
Rosalie,
Meher,
Meher. Okay. So,
Elizabeth is there.
okay, okay, okay. So, Dad has asked me to share something, but there's something that he was reading to me
Darwin Shaw,
in
from
the evening. It's from the book
Darwin Shaw's book, Efforts and Grace.
from this book, Efforts and Grace, written by Darwin Shaw. So I'm just gonna read this out for you all. Faith and daring. Changing our paradigm comes down to putting our faith and trust in something other than the mind, and that would be God or the Master. Faith and trust in God or the Master go beyond the control of reason and the expectations based on reasoning. At the mind level, the logical level, we tend to think that problems are solvable only based on certain contingencies. But instead of thinking that we have to figure out everything on an intellectual basis, when we are contending with doubts, fears, and anxieties, we have to build our faith so that our center of trust is in God or the Master. By faith, I mean spiritual faith, which can become a transcendent and triumphant faith where all doubts are dispelled, former obstacles disappear, and we have clarity within through the eyes of the heart. Such faith requires courage, because it is a matter of removing all doubts, all fears, and daring to trust God. If we trust Him completely and implicitly, we dare to go out on a limb of faith, even though we cannot see where it leads. Meher Baba says to trust God completely and leave everything to Him, to let Him take care of all of our problems. It is my experience that He does do this, but we need to have faith that He is capable of doing this and be strong in our belief. We have to root out all our doubts and the reservations that we hold in our consciousness. Increasing faith ultimately involves a growing intimacy with the Master and a growing acceptance of His intervention. This is not a head process, but a heart process, wherein one dares to open the heart completely to the Master and accept His loving, purifying, sustaining grace. We experience His grace in proportion to our trust and faith in Him. So we must dare to go out on the limb of full faith. Then things really begin to happen.
Thank you, Kitty. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
I think it's quite beautifully written.
Yeah. So, yeah. So why I asked Kitty to read this faith and trust, like Meher Baba praised, he appreciated trust and faith. and then coming to conviction through trust and faith. So when conviction comes, then things become more clearer, and uh, music is one of the way to achieve that faith, because Meher Baba insisted on the Nam Japa, and singing and chanting, it definitely helps to get that conviction and faith and trust. It grows. And Kitty also, she does every day chants, and so that's why I asked her to read something on faith and trust. And yeah. So Meher Baba also told me to take his name. If take my name. So taking his name, definitely it adds to the faith, trust, and his remembrance. Yeah. So yeah, Rosalie keeping quiet. Rosalie can add something. Yeah,
How
Amit.
about singing Apajina K?
Okay, okay. I can sing it again. Yeah, let me get the tabla for that. And yeah. So आप जिनके करीब होते हैं, आप जिनके करीब होते हैं, वो बड़े खुश नसीब होते हैं। आप जिनके करीब होते हैं, जब तबीयत किसी पे आती है, जब तबीयत किसी पे आती है, मौत के दिन करीब होते हैं, वो बड़े खुश नसीब होते हैं। आप जिनके करीब होते हैं, इश्क में और तो कुछ नहीं मिलता, इश्क में और तो कुछ नहीं मिलता, सैकड़ों गम नसीब होते हैं, वो बड़े खुश नसीब होते हैं। आप जिनके करीब होते हैं, उनका मिलना फिराक का मिलना, उनका का मिलना, फिराक का मिलना, आप किसको, आप किसको नसीब होते हैं, वो बड़े खुश नसीब होते हैं, आप जिनके करीब होते हैं। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। It was sung in a different tune earlier when in front of Baba, and then later on Pankaj Udas he put into another tune. So this tune became more famous. Yeah.
Now you're missing a line. Zulma seheker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I surprised you know the ghazal, entire ghazal, huh?
I have it.
Oh,
That was the one I'd heard John Connor singing at the Samadhi. And
right.
I said,
Yeah.
I need to know that song. And he
Yeah.
comes the next day with this book of all the ghazals.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned from John Connor. And
Ah,
Bhauji, I sang to Bhauji also in the hospital and at Lower Marabad also, couple
wow.
times. Yeah.
Bauchi loved the ghazals. He
Yeah,
loved.
he loved the ghazal.
Yeah.
And another ghazal he used to sing Maholo be maza hai tere pyar ke
Oh,
bagair.
yeah. Let's sing that one. Let's sing that one. You want to sing? Maholave.
Yeah. Well, I had to just, if I get the right tabla, that encourages me. Otherwise, yeah.
But that one is beautiful. Aap jinke. Yeah. That's a lovely.
Yeah, yeah. Fortunate are those who got your vicinity, who got your closeness. They are lucky. Yeah. माहौल बेमजा है तेरे प्यार के बगैर, माहौल बेमजा है तेरे प्यार के बगैर, कैसे पिए शराब कोई यार के बगैर, माहौल बेमजा है तेरे प्यार के बगैर, ये इश्क भी है कितना अनोखा मामला, ये इश्क भी है कितना अनोखा मामला, ये इश्क भी है कितना अनोखा मामला, इकरार के बगैर ना इनकार के बगैर, कैसे पिए शराब कोई यार के बगैर, माहौल बेमजा है तेरे प्यार के बगैर, फूलों से घर बाहर ने भर भी दिया तो क्या, फूलों से घर बाहर ने भर भी दिया तो क्या, दामन मेरा उदास रहा, यार के खार के बगैर कैसे पिए शराब कोई, यार के बगैर माहौल बेमजा है तेरे प्यार के बगैर. Yeah, the everything is useless without your love. And this ghazal is written by Jafar, Bahadur Shah Jafar, the last Mughal empire, and he was definitely a must means lost. He was lost in a. He lost everything, and then finally he became like mad kind of, and it was a ishq, ishq hakiki, yeah, at the end, yeah, because he could write such ghazals. I think Ahinsa ji is still there. We love to listen if she can sing. Ainsa ji?
Yes, yes,
I,
uncle, sure.
oh, thank you, thank you.
Hmm, hmm. Ah, 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 तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, मेरे आंसू आपका दामन, मेरे आंसू आपका दामन, मेरे आंसू आपका दामन, मेरे आंसू आपका दामन, ये किस्मत की बात है बाबा, ये किस्मत की बात है बाबा, मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, खाली झोली भर जाएगी, खाली झोली भर जाएगी, खाली झोली भर जाएगी, खाली झोली भर जाएगी, एक नजर की बात है बाबा, एक नजर की बात है बाबा, मेरी क्या मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा। तेरा दर हो मेरा सर हो, 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 ये किस्मत की बात है बाबा, ये किस्मत की बात है बाबा। मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, मेरी क्या औकात है बाबा, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा, तेरे करम की, तेरे करम की, तेरे करम की बात है बाबा। बोलो अवतार
Wonderful,
भगवान।
wonderful. Beautiful.
Super, beautiful.
Yeah. This
Really
is
good.
a this is a famous ghazal. Her father composed it, and I think many Amar Tithis he used to sing, and we used to enjoy evergreen ghazal, and yeah, so
Yeah, thank you so much.
beautiful.
Jai Baba.
Yeah, yeah, and
Thank you.
yeah. So, Ahinsa ji, can you tell us something about technical aspect of those bhajans and maybe they like to ask
Uncle,
various
the
aspects.
main,
Yeah.
the main difference between classical music and light music is the technique itself. You have raised a very good question that what's the technique behind it. So usually classical music, ragdari sangeet, which we say, that it is sung full throat,
Mhm.
and it comes from the nabi, that is the
Novel.
abdominal part. It, yeah, navel, yes, it comes, the voice should come from the navel part. And light music is totally sung from the what can we say, heart.
Heart. Oh,
In
Baba,
fact,
Baba did say
music
ki it
also
should be
comes
from
from
the
the heart,
heart,
but
then it is effective. Yeah.
heart,
Go ahead.
yes.
Yeah.
So the bhajans, the ghazals, these things, means apart from kavali, especially bhajans and ghazals, they are sung in a light way, in a light light. So that is the major difference actually.
Yeah.
And whatever tanas we take during classical music are not very much needed in light music, because light music, it should be full of feelings. So that is
Yeah.
the main thing, very important thing, that that feel should come. The
Feel.
words and accordingly the music, it should come with that proper feel.
Feel. And yeah, that's the message for us also.
It's very
And
beautiful,
Baba
really.
said that it should be from the heart. But while singing ghazals, the meaning of the words also important.
Yes,
The with force on it, emphasis on the right meaning
word.
and
Hmm.
words. Yeah, so then that's makes it beautiful. And somehow, see, since the past 1,000 years, if we see the culture of Indian culture, like this song, Hari Bhajana bin Kard Ghalvu Nakore. That's a beautiful song of Abhang. And without Hari Bhajan, don't waste your time. So beautifully that Sant Saira has written and been singing. So this really singing and this music, like you said, that from the novel. So actually Baba in God Speaks, he mentioned that the creation, evolution from Om point. And that Om point, when we recite Om point, that is from the novel. So that the sound of the music is very means is the substance. Yeah, and it helps remembering when we take his name and we sing his name. So singing really we get in singing his name we get absorbed, and it's like you're lost in it. Yeah.
Yes.
So that way music is beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Vijayji,
He,
I have something which Francis wrote to some people in Australia who were singers and composers, I believe.
yeah, very
And
good.
there are 3 points which he mentioned that he thinks Baba would want to see in a particular song. Very short. You want me to share that? It
Yeah,
might
please
probably
go
add
ahead.
value. Yeah, here it is. 1 second. So Francis writes, Beloved Baba's requirements of a song are, number 1, the words should have depth of meaning to appeal to the heart and mind. Number 2, the tune should bring out the meaning of the words and not cover them. All the words must be heard, otherwise the meaning of them is lost. Number 3, the singer must have a naturally beautiful and a properly trained voice. When all these requirements are fulfilled and the singer sings to the beloved, forgetful of all but the beloved, and the song she is singing to him, then a spiritual feast is partaken of by those who hear her. I think he is writing this to some singer in Australia. And then he further goes, Begum Akhtar is such a singer and has been fortunate enough to offer her art to beloved Baba many times and receive his blessings. What a lovely day it will be when his singers Ruthie and Jenny, yeah, that's the names of the people. Yeah, so I'll stop there, but those are the requirements. Jai Baba.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, definitely. Begum Akhtar was instrumental in bringing that ghazals and tumris to the public. Otherwise, it was kind of confined into the gharanas and big families. So that way, yeah, very good. So through her, Baba did so much social work also was there, bringing those music to the public. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Prakashji, I have to catch flight to
Oh,
US.
okay. Well, keep singing on the way to the flight. And yeah, have a great
So,
trip. Have a great
and
trip. And
it's such a great pleasure to see Ahinsa ji. You really brought uh, so much.
It's a
Into
ah,
that.
pleasure, uncle.
yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you have, you and your dad both are wonderful
Yeah,
singers.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you so much, uncle.
Yeah.
Inspiring, yeah.
Hey, have a great trip, Vijay. And you've
Yeah.
got beautiful daughters who both sing very well.
Thank
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. See you
I
all
could,
sometime at Myrtle Beach.
yeah, I
Get
could
ready
not
for
figure
some
out how
jet
to get
lag,
the
right?
phone to work. So, anyway,
Yes, Marcia.
Jay Baba.
Yeah. Jai
Have
Baba.
a safe journey.
you.
We'll see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well-
Jai Baba L, thank you for reading.
You have a beautiful voice. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey,
she has,
Bob, everybody, and thank you, Vijay. I'll have to read that during the Artie this week. Since
okay.
some people didn't get a chance to see it. Okay, Jay Bob, everybody, have a nice day.
Hey, Baba.
Jai Baba.
Thanks,
Baba.
thanks, Vijay ji and Ahinsa ji and all the other, everybody else who actually enjoyed. That's so important that people sing and you feel it and give it back to them. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, so now
Jai
DJ,
Baba.
DJ over the ocean now. Oh, across the ocean. Yeah, right there. Zero.
Thank you, Jai Baba. Avatar
Jai
Meher
Baba.
Baba
Baba.
ki
Baba
jai.
Jai.
Thank you.
Avatar
Bye.
Meher Baba ki jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba
Baba
ki
ki
jai.
jai.
See you all. Jai Baba.
See you all, Jai Baba.
Baba.
Jai Baba.